In today's video, I'm gonna show you exactly how I would turn $100 into $100,000 as fast as humanly possible. In 2018, I had under $100 to my name, and 6 months later in that same year, I reached my first $100,000 in profit. I've made all of my money through running e-commerce brands, and I've been teaching people my methods for over 4 years now. And what blows my mind is I've had 4 million students over the years, and some of the results they've gotten is just insane. This is Isaac. He's a 15-year-old who ran 5 failed dropshipping stores. And on his 6th store, he made $203,000 in just 3 days alone, and he's 15 years old. And today, I want to teach you exactly what I taught Isaac. So you can start an e-commerce brand today, just like Isaac did, and all you need is a measly $100. In this video, I promise I'm not going to sell you the dream or make this sound easier than it actually is. Please keep in mind, this is a genuinely hard process. Making $100,000 is not easy, or everyone would have $100,000. So throughout this video, make sure you remember this quote. If it was easy, everyone would do it. So without further ado, this is the speed run from 100 to $100,000. So the first action we're gonna do is definitely gonna be something you don't expect, so please bear with me through this part, because I promise if you don't do this, making that $100,000 is gonna be 20 times harder than you think. Let's think about this logically. What's the difference between you right now and you that actually has $100,000 in your bank account? They're essentially two different people. They have different mindsets, they have different belief systems, different emotions, and different actions. These two people that are also you are definitely not the same. So what type of changes do we have to make within ourselves to actually become the person who's worthy of making that $100,000? That is the key question. So to make this financial leap from 100 to 100,000, we are going to need to completely recreate our identity. We essentially need to get rid of the old person who we thought we were and become in alignment with a new identity of someone who is worth $100,000. And truly the only way that I personally know to make a drastic change in your sense of identity is by creating one of these things behind me, a vision board. You might not believe me, but genuinely, if I had $100 to my name, the first thing I would do is create a vision board. Now, it doesn't have to be something nice like this. This probably costs like 30 bucks to make, so it's not that bad. You can honestly just print out some pictures for free at your house and tape them to the wall, but it needs to be right in front of your working station. So right in front of your laptop or your computer or whatever you're gonna be working on. You probably could even do this all with a phone. Now, this vision board isn't just woohoo spiritual stuff. There's a genuine science to this, and manifestation is extremely real, but you have to know how to hack the system of your own mind so you can actually make it manifest. So let me break down some of the secrets that you have to make sure are implemented inside of your vision board. The first thing is you need one specific exact goal, and that's obvious. We're trying to make $100,000 here. So that $100,000 needs to be plastered all over this board. In life, so many people have so many different desires and different things that they want to achieve, and a lot of those desires conflict with each other, so God, the universe, your higher self can't help you achieve that goal because they're conflicting. There's too many different desires. So we need to hone in on something specific. The next little piece of magic that we have to imbue into this vision board is we have to have an exact date which we want to achieve this goal by. I can't tell you guys how important this section is. Make sure you have $100,000 on that board and an exact date that you're going to achieve it by. Next, we need to sprinkle in a lot of detail and a lot of emotion into this board, so when we look at it, we are raising our emotional frequency, and that is what's going to actually take us to the reality where this new vision that we're creating is actually there. That's the secret behind manifesting. A lot of people think you're bringing your desire to yourself, but you're actually leveling yourself up to the reality where the desire is real. I hope that genuinely makes sense, because it's a very big key behind all of this. So the best way to do this is think about your new identity. What does he think like? What does he look like? How does he feel on a day-to-day basis? What clothes does he wear? What friends is he hanging out with? What car does he drive? Where does he live? Even to the details of what food you would eat. All of that needs to be portrayed on your vision board in extreme detail, and these images that you use need to really bring in that emotion inside of you. Next, after you've built your vision board, you need to buy one of these, a little journal. I actually like to physically write in it, but if you want to be frugal and not spend some of that $100, then you can definitely just do it in the Notes app on your phone or on Notion. That's a little bit better. The reason we need this journal, and trust me, it is extremely important, is because we need to sit in front of that vision board and do daily affirmations to help us actually believe that we are that new person that we're trying to become. I am-based affirmations are extremely important because you're brainwashing yourself into believing that what's on that vision board is what you're experiencing right now. There's genuinely a science behind it, and I promise if you guys follow this for 30 days, you will see an extremely drastic change in your life. Here's an example of some I am statements you should be writing in your journal as you're looking at your vision board. I am worth $100,000. I have everything I need in my life right now to make my first $100,000. I think in the value of $100,000. I feel and I act in alignment with $100,000. You get the gist. You basically basically need to convince yourself that you are someone who is worth $100,000. The way you think, the way you operate, the way you feel, the way you act. It all needs to point to that one specific goal of $100,000. You're probably getting sick of me saying that. So thankfully we're done with all the spiritual woohoo stuff. We can push that aside and now get into the physical action that's gonna help us manifest this $100,000. And to properly do that, we're gonna need to spend a little bit of this. All right, so the first thing you're gonna need to purchase is actually 100% free. It's jordanslibrary.com, my free 18-hour course platform that's gonna teach you everything you need to know about dropshipping. Everything from starting a shitty little dropshipping store to scaling it into a full-fledged brand that has legal structures, employees, and absolutely everything you need to become successful. So scroll down to the description of this video, you'll see the link to jordanslibrary.com and come make a 100% free account. Next, we're gonna spend a whopping $1 on Shopify. This is gonna allow us to create a storefront where we can actually sell products. Next thing we're gonna do is spend another $0 to sign up for a free trial with AutoDS. This is gonna be our fulfillment company that takes care of all of the orders that come from Shopify. They are gonna automatically fulfill them so we don't even have to lift a finger. It's 2024, guys. Stop drop shipping and selling products through AliExpress. We don't need to deal with 2 to 3 week shipping times. AutoDS is gonna make sure the products are high quality and they're gonna get them to your customers in 7 to 12 days. Make sure you scroll down to the description of this video and get signed up with Jordan's Library, Shopify, and AutoDS. So now that we've spent that grand total of $1, we need to find a product we can start selling immediately. So we can create a brand around it that's actually meaningful, tells a story, and is emotional, and build our Shopify store around it so we can start selling it. The first step to finding a winning product that you can sell on your store is by doing what I call conscious scrolling. This is where I quite literally scroll on TikTok, scroll on Instagram, and I search for products that people are selling, and I'm taking notes of the video ads that I'm seeing and the products that are being sold, so I can really just gather that information, see what's working right now, take note of it on my phone. So when I find my product, I know how to advertise it, and I'm looking at other products, so I know what stuff's working right now, so I can get a really good idea of what I want to sell personally. Aside from conscious scrolling, there is a tool on AutoDS that you can use for 100% free. They have 2 sections. The handpicked products is good to check out, as well as their TikTok spy tool. The handpicked products is obviously going to help you get an idea of what products are selling right now, but the TikTok spy tool is going to help you understand what type of video you need to create around the product to actually get it in front of customers and hopefully get some sales even on organic videos that you can post for free on your phone. Essentially, that's our key strategy that we're going to be doing. We're going to post organic videos, any of them that do good on TikTok or on Instagram. We're gonna take that video to TikTok's paid advertising section. We're gonna run paid traffic to it and test if we can get some sales. This is the strategy I've done multiple times to do millions in sales on my e-commerce brands over the last couple of years. This is one of my brands, Loving Surprise. I created this around 2021, and I was selling a bunch of different products for like the relationship niche. This account had a ton of videos taken down, but I was getting 10 million plus views on a bunch of different videos. And on this store, I did over 700,000 in sales in just a couple months. And I was using this exact strategy that we're gonna go over in this video. What's really funny is this is the website that I used. It's absolutely awful. And yes, it was a couple years ago, but I made almost $1 million with this store, and it's just extremely basic. You can have some fun going and checking out the TikTok account and just scrolling through this website. It's pretty awful. But that proves that you don't need to be a professional to actually make some money. That store nearly did $1 million just off TikTok, and this is another store, the New Cup, that I built just for my free 18-hour course to show you guys how possible it is to grab a product, start selling it with some organic phone videos, and make a quick profit. I did 10,000 in sales in 2 weeks, and I profited like $2 grand on it. And honestly, I was just having some fun. Here's the product right here, and if we go through my phone, here's some of the videos. All the views weren't fully on organic. I did run some paid traffic to them, so do keep that in mind. This New Cup website is 20 million times better. The images are great. It looks extremely professional, all color coordinated. Really good stuff here. This one was pretty easy to get that 10,000 in sales. So let's get back to this strategy. Once you've done some product research and you know what product you're gonna sell, it's time to order it off Amazon so you can get it fast to your house so you can start making those phone videos. Trust me, it's pretty easy to find the exact product you want to sell on Amazon, because everyone that's selling on Amazon is just buying products from China anyway, and they're probably using your exact same manufacturer that AutoDS connected you with. Once your product arrives, all you have to do is make those simple phone videos. Trust me, do not overcomplicate it. Just use a lot of the methods that you saw in the TikTok spy tool or the things that you saw through conscious scrolling. Just those insights enough are going to teach you what you need to do to make a proper video around your product. I promise you don't have to overthink it. Once you have some good videos, you also want to take some pictures of your product so you can use them on the website to make it feel more real. A lot of people see the Chinese person holding the product and it just gives this drop shipping feeling when they look at your website, because a lot of the images are generated from the suppliers or from other people that are drop shipping, and it's just really low quality stuff. So you want to have the pictures of your product also be in alignment with the video ads you're making. So if they see the same person in the video ad holding the product also holding the product in the images on the website, it just creates this cohesiveness that makes the brand feel a lot more trustworthy. Even if it's not that professional, trust me, it's really important. I know making a website might sound really stressful, so I try to make this as easy as I can for you guys. All you have to do is go to jordanslibrary.com, sign up for that free 18-hour course, and inside of the course, I have a zip file that is the exact template of the New Cup website that you can download and import into your Shopify account to have the exact same website that I created. So essentially all you have to do is change out the product, change out the brand name, switch the logo, move around a couple different images, change the text, and you're ready to go. You have a fully functional website. So at this point, if you went the cheap route, you've only spent $1 so far. Now's the point where we're gonna dive a little bit deeper into that $100. Once we've created our organic videos, we've posted them on Instagram, on TikTok, and we've had some that performed well, we wanna create what's called a Spark advertisement inside of TikTok. TikTok is also doing a massive credit right now where if you spend any amount of money on their platform, they're going to double what you spent and give it to you for free as an advertising credit that you can spend on TikTok. So any amount you spend on ads is essentially tripled. So your chance of getting profitable on running these ads in the starting testing phase is actually really high. Once we've ran some ads on TikTok and some of them are performing good, we want to take those to Facebook ads. TikTok is really good for cheap kind of testing campaigns, but Facebook is really built to scale out advertisements and be spending hundreds of thousands of dollars a month. So it's really important to test your videos on TikTok ads first and then bring them over to Facebook to really scale them out and start making some crazy money. If you want to see my exact testing strategy for TikTok ads, my exact scaling strategy for Facebook ads, and even my exact strategy to making amazing organic videos on your phone, then make sure you go to Jordan's Library. I promise everything you need is in that free 18-hour course. So now that we essentially know the process that we're going to go through to try to make this $100,000, I want to really nail down what it's going to actually look like to do this and why it's so hard. Because if we're being realistic, a lot of these videos that you're going to make are not going to look that good, and when you try to run paid traffic, it's just not going to pan out that well. For this example, I'm gonna be using this product because I've already sold this and I already did it, and it's inside of the Jordan's Library course. So this product I was getting from manufacturers for $15 and I was selling it for $50. But I also had an upsell where people can get a $5 warranty and they also pay shipping, so it ended up coming out to $60. So if I'm selling this product for $60 and it cost me $15, I have $45 that I can spend on advertising costs to acquire a sale. If I spend over $45, I've actually lost money even though I got $60 in revenue. Hopefully that makes sense. So if we're selling $100,000 worth of a $60 product, that means we need to get 1,666 sales on our website. If we divide that by 30, we would need 55 sales every single day to make $100,000 in a single month. So what does that look like in a sense of posting organic videos and running paid traffic to some of them? How many sales are we gonna actually get in a day from organic videos and paid ads? Let's say you film 10 organic videos for your brand. I'm gonna be honest, unless you're pretty skillful, unless you've been consciously scrolling on social media for a while and really taking note of what a viral video looks like, all 10 of these videos are probably gonna suck. One of them might get a couple hundred views, maybe a couple thousand. So we're gonna grab that video, take it over to TikTok ads, run some traffic to it, and we honestly could get a couple sales from that. That's very doable, very realistic, but it's probably not gonna be profitable sales. So from my experience, it's probably gonna take you around 30 organic videos before you really start getting the vibe of how to make some good organic content. And at that point, those videos are gonna be doing really good on paid traffic. To put things into perspective, I've had one video ad on TikTok make me over 700,000 in sales. Usually after you've put so much money into an ad, it gets fatigued and it doesn't really perform well. So you need to cycle in new video ads pretty frequently or your brand's income is gonna drop. On some of my other brands like Street Style Men, we were doing millions and millions a year, and we had days where we sold 500 units a day pretty frequently. So now that that makes a little bit more sense, let's actually dive into how much money we would have to spend on paid ads to get that much revenue. So let's go back to this product and give you guys an example on how much you'd have to spend in paid ads to actually get $100,000 in revenue. On average, to get a $60 sale on a paid advertisement, you're probably gonna have to spend $10 to $20 in paid ads. To reach that $100,000 with this exact product, we're gonna have to sell 1,667 units. So if we times that number by 10 or 15, it comes out to $16,000 all the way up to $25,000 that we could end up spending to reach that $100,000 goal. And a lot of people think that you have to just directly spend that money up front, but that's not not how it works. Remember how I said we had $45 to spend on ads to get a sale profitably? That means when we're running paid advertisements, all we need to do is spend $45 on testing the video ad that we made. And if that doesn't give us a sale, then we turn that off and we try a different ad later. So all we have to do with our $100 that we have for our paid advertisements is spend $45 to see if the video ad worked. And if that doesn't work, we try a new video ad and we keep going through this process. If you actually break down the risk to reward ratio of spending $45 to potentially have a winning advertisement that can make you hundreds of thousands of dollars if you scale it properly, it's a genuine no-brainer that if you went and just got a job somewhere as a server, made around $100 a day working part-time, and put that $100 into testing video ads every single day, your odds of finally making that $100,000 are extremely realistic. Yes, it is not going to be easy. It is going to be extremely long journey filled with fear, doubt, discouragement, and you're going to be really hard on yourself when your video ads don't do good. But remember that quote I referenced at the start, if it was easy, everyone would do it. I promise you this is the exact process I used to go from completely broke to making my first $100,000 within the same year of 2018. The potential to go viral on social media right now is incredible. If you take this information seriously, you build that vision board, you do your daily affirmations, you find a product, you do your absolute best to create amazing video ads that are fun, exciting, they have hooks, and it's genuine content. It's not just trying to sell someone a product. You really build that skill set up, run paid traffic to those video ads, and actually build a brand around a product that people care about, a brand that tells a story, a brand that has emotion and speaks a specific message to a specific audience of people who are passionate about what you're talking about. If you can do that, I promise you, you can go from $100 to your first $100,000 in 1 year alone. I promise it's so possible. And again, all the tools you need are inside of my free 18-hour course, so I'm very excited to see you in there. If you want some personal help from me and my team, make sure you scroll to the video description. I'll have a link where you can come join my paid community group and actually join us on live streams and get that one-on-one help you need, get that hand holding so you can make this dream a reality. You'll also be joining a community of people that are doing their vision board, doing their daily affirmations, and they're on that exact same path as you. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please remember that God put those hopes, dreams, and desires inside of your heart for a reason, and you have all of the tools you would ever need to bring them to reality. Please never give up on yourself. I promise you have what it takes.